11 things you should quietly eliminate from your life in 2024. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life, where today we dive into the pivotal theme of 11 things you should quietly eliminate from your life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. This sentiment underpins our exploration of shedding negativity and embracing growth, aiming for a serene and fulfilling existence. As we navigate through today's discussion, consider how each point applies to your personal and professional life. How can you remove obstacles that hinder your happiness and productivity? Engage with us by sharing your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you find this discussion enlightening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more content that helps you live your best Stoic life. Let's start this journey together, encouraging each other towards a life marked by wisdom and tranquility. 1. Eliminating negative thoughts from your life. Navigating life's twists and turns can often be challenging, especially when it comes to dealing with individuals who have hurt you. In 2024, as you strive for a more fulfilling life, one important thing to consider is eliminating unnecessary negativity from your relationships. Remember, Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This sentiment underscores the importance of maintaining your composure and focusing on your personal growth instead of getting entangled in confrontations. When someone close to you disrespects or hurts you, it might be tempting to seek justification or confrontation, but this often leads to unnecessary drama and emotional turmoil. Instead, it's wiser to adopt a calm and rational approach, focusing on your own well-being. The Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control aligns perfectly with this idea. You can't control how others behave, but you can control how you react. If a person who once seemed perfect betrays your trust, the best course of action is to quietly remove them from your life and concentrate on nurturing your own personal growth. This approach not only protects your emotional health, but also aligns with the Stoic wisdom of focusing on what truly matters. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the need to justify our actions or seek validation from those who have hurt us. However, moving forward without feeling the need to explain yourself demonstrates a strong sense of self-respect and establishes clear boundaries. This echoes the Stoic belief that we are not obligated to associate with those who do not value or respect us. By calmly saying no to those who have wronged us, we prioritize our own well-being and set a strong example for how we should be treated. Modern life often involves complex relationships, but by focusing on your own growth and distancing yourself from those who bring negativity, you pave the way for a more authentic and fulfilling life. This approach allows you to honor your own needs and create space for positive, respectful relationships. In doing so, you align with the Stoic wisdom of pursuing a life of virtue and tranquility, ultimately leading to a happier and more content existence. As you move into 2024, remember that eliminating negative influences from your life is a powerful step toward personal growth. By maintaining your composure and focusing on what you can control, you embrace the Stoic mindset of resilience and self-respect, creating a brighter and more fulfilling future for yourself. 2. Adjust unsuitable personal goals. Sometimes you may need to abandon certain objectives to pursue a path that resonates more closely with your core values. This process is entirely normal. After all, you can't always achieve everything you set out to do. Often, making sacrifices is necessary to focus on what matters most. When you identify unnecessary goals, it's important to eliminate them discreetly. There's no need to broadcast your decisions or share unnecessary details with the world. Instead, focus on being strategic and thoughtful, gradually removing less important goals. By maintaining discretion, you protect your plans and ensure that your decisions reflect your true self. A good example from modern life could be the story of someone who was juggling multiple side projects but realized that pursuing them all was not sustainable. Instead, they decided to focus on their passion project, which ultimately led to greater fulfillment. Have you ever had to choose between several goals, and how did you decide which one to prioritize? Reflecting on such experiences can help you better understand what truly matters to you and create a sense of connection with the content. In this process, always be mindful of the big picture and avoid leaving behind clues that could compromise your strategy. Moving forward, try to align your decisions with your authentic self, aiming for a path that resonates with who you are. By doing so, you set yourself up for a more fulfilling journey, ensuring that your goals align with your true essence. In the end, what matters most is staying true to yourself and pursuing what aligns with your core values, leading to a more meaningful and rewarding life. A3. 3. Eliminate unnecessary relationships. The intimate details you share with someone belong to you both, and it's not necessary for others to know the specifics. Sharing these details can lead to gossip and unnecessary complications. If you feel the need to talk, it's better to reflect on what happened privately. This need to share might indicate unresolved feelings or unhealed wounds. Think about a famous quote by Epictetus, who said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This emphasizes the importance of introspection rather than spreading information that might not benefit anyone. How often have you seen situations worsen because private details were made public? By keeping these matters to yourself, you demonstrate maturity and protect your emotional well-being. When you have a problematic relationship in your life, it's wise to handle the situation quietly without broadcasting it to everyone. This approach fosters a healthier healing process and helps you move on without creating unnecessary drama. Do you think it's beneficial to air personal grievances publicly, or is it better to keep things private? Reflecting on such questions can deepen your understanding of the importance of privacy in personal matters. By maintaining privacy, you protect the dignity of all parties involved and focus on healing. The best course of action is to analyze your feelings and behaviors privately, preserving your emotional well-being with wisdom and discretion. When you reflect on this, think about how preserving privacy has positively impacted your life or those around you. Maintaining private matters in relationships is key to your emotional health. It's important to focus on healing internally and preserving your dignity and that of others involved. By doing this, you create a path for personal growth and well-being. If you've watched up to here, you're truly ready to streamline your life. Drop a comment with Decluttered 2024 to affirm your commitment to shedding the unnecessary and embracing simplicity. Don't go anywhere. The best tips are still ahead. First, on eliminating stress. Keeping a calm demeanor not only helps maintain your composure but also enhances your relationships and personal well-being. Think of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, who advised, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." This sentiment encourages us to channel our frustrations into positive actions. When you're upset, it's beneficial to redirect your energy toward actions that advance your life goals or strengthen your resilience. Containing your emotions and reflecting on them can be empowering. How often have you felt overwhelmed by stress and found that redirecting your energy into something productive helped you regain control? This process is not just about controlling your emotions, but also about using them as a driving force for positive change. In moments of tension, it's wise to handle your frustrations discreetly, resolving issues quietly and focusing on what's valuable in your life. This aligns with the Stoic principle of using reason as an ally in difficult situations. By valuing what you already have and cultivating gratitude, you create a more balanced and positive outlook. Can you think of a time when appreciating what you had helped you overcome a challenging situation? This reflection can help you see the power of gratitude in action. To handle emotional pressure effectively, it's important to seek internal balance and healthier approaches to facing challenges. This involves recognizing your vulnerabilities and addressing them thoughtfully. By focusing on resolving issues and fulfilling responsibilities, you cultivate a mindset of resilience and strength. If you're reading this and seeking change, I encourage you to engage with this content by leaving a comment, liking, and subscribing for more. Your feedback not only helps create a community of like-minded individuals, but also reinforces your commitment to personal growth and development. 5. Eliminating negative judgments about people. Think about the image you're projecting when you speak poorly of someone. Instead of engaging in enriching dialogue, you might end up dampening the atmosphere by venting your negativity. It's far better to focus on positive conversations or simply keep your thoughts to yourself. By being diplomatic, you can maintain harmonious relationships, even with those you may not particularly like. If you find yourself disliking someone, there are ways to handle the situation tactfully. You can either distance yourself from them or work towards a tolerable coexistence. The key is to always act intelligently. If there's an issue with someone, consider having a conversation to reach a consensus. However, it's important to immediately discard negative judgments about others. Diplomacy is vital, especially in situations where you may have conflicting opinions or dislikes. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This wisdom highlights the importance of understanding and adapting to the environment, engaging with others despite differences. How do you handle situations where you disagree with someone? Have you found ways to adapt and maintain respect, even when it's challenging? Reflecting on these questions can help you understand the value of empathy in fostering healthier relationships. Maintaining a respectful and empathetic posture in your interactions contributes to a more harmonious environment and improves relationships. By adapting and interacting with others respectfully, you create a positive atmosphere. In the end, the lesson here is clear. Fostering diplomacy and empathy enriches both your life and the lives of those around you, creating healthier and more fulfilling relationships. 6. Eliminating self-comparison with others. When we focus too much on comparing our lives to others, it can negatively impact our emotional well-being and personal growth. This habit often lowers our self-esteem because we focus on what we think we lack rather than appreciating our own strengths and accomplishments. How often have you caught yourself comparing your life to someone else's, only to feel worse afterward? This kind of comparison distracts us from our own goals and desires, shifting our focus to what we believe we should have based on others' standards. This prevents us from moving forward on our own path and achieving our individual goals. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This perspective reminds us to appreciate what we have and avoid unnecessary comparisons. By eliminating the tendency to compare ourselves to others, we can cultivate gratitude for our own circumstances and celebrate our progress and growth. How can you start appreciating your unique journey more and stop focusing on others' paths? Reflecting on such questions can help you shift your mindset and focus on what truly matters to you. Each of us has our own set of strengths, challenges, and life paths. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, it's far more productive to focus on our own learning and personal development. This approach helps us stay true to ourselves and our unique circumstances, allowing us to achieve a more fulfilling and meaningful life. So how can you start focusing more on your own journey and less on others? By answering this question, you can begin to chart a path that aligns with your own desires and ambitions, leading to greater happiness and satisfaction. Remember, the key to personal happiness lies in focusing on your own journey and appreciating the progress you make along the way. Thank you all for watching this video. Which of the tips mentioned in the video do you find most valuable for your own life and why? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. If you're unsure what to comment, consider mentioning which tip you plan to implement first, or simply comment number 1 if you found something valuable in the video. Give this video a thumbs up and comment number 1 if you've found something valuable so far. 7. Eliminating negative thoughts about social media platforms. As you navigate through these digital narratives, you might find yourself unfairly comparing your challenging moments with others' highlight reels, leading to dissatisfaction and envy. To avoid this harmful cycle, it's important to limit your consumption of these digital stories. Imagine visiting this digital library with a clear purpose. You enter, find what you need, whether it's connection, inspiration, or information, and then leave, returning to the reality of your own life. How can you achieve this in practice? Start by setting specific times to check social media, such as during breakfast, a break at work, or the end of the day. This structure prevents social media from dominating your time and thoughts. Moreover, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. By questioning the intention behind each online interaction, you can differentiate productive use from aimless browsing. It's essential to recognize when social media is negatively impacting your mood or self-esteem. If you find yourself feeling down after using these platforms, it might be time for a break. Use this time to reconnect with real-world activities that bring joy and satisfaction, such as reading, pursuing a hobby, or enjoying nature. These practices protect your mental health and help you rediscover the beauty of your own story without constant comparison. Each of us has a unique path filled with highs and lows, triumphs and challenges. This uniqueness is what makes each story, including yours, valuable. How can you start writing the next chapter of your story today with less influence from the digital world and more focus on what truly matters in your life? Reflect on this as you embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth. Take charge of your life with the wisdom of history's greatest philosophers. Stoicism in the 21st century is your guide to resilience, well-being, and prosperity. Turn challenges into triumphs, stress into strength, and uncertainty into clarity. Click on the link in the pinned comment to start your Stoic journey toward a life of success and fulfillment. Get your ebook today. 8. Eliminating external judgments. Picture yourself on a stage under bright lights with a crowd of faces staring at you, each expecting you to act or speak a certain way. Now picture stepping off that stage into a peaceful, serene space, where the only opinion that matters is your own. This illustrates the value of listening to your inner voice above the external noise. When we base our decisions on seeking approval, we lose touch with our true selves. It's like wearing ill-fitting clothes just to please others. Reflect on times when you felt truly content. These were likely moments when you aligned with your own values, not others' expectations. This is the essence of authentic living. How can we apply this to daily life? It starts with small steps. Next time you make a decision, ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to, or because others expect it? Trust your intuition and recognize your desires. Building self-esteem is also crucial. Value your qualities, celebrate your achievements, and learn from mistakes. Self-acceptance is ongoing, and every small victory counts. Cultivating relationships that support your true self is also important. Surround yourself with people who respect your individuality and encourage your true essence. Consider Sarah, who worked tirelessly to meet her parents' expectations. She pursued a career she disliked, leading to burnout. Eventually, she chose a path aligned with her passions and felt more fulfilled. Do you see how stepping off the stage of others' expectations can open up new possibilities? What changes can you make today to align more closely with your true self? Eliminating the need for external approval leads to a more rewarding path. It allows us to write our own stories with authenticity and courage. This reflection serves as an invitation to live authentically, away from the shadows of others' approval. 9. Eliminating negative thoughts about how we handle relationships. Relationships, like mirrors, reflect varied facets of our personalities and bring forth experiences that shape our identities. Consider this. Think of each relationship as a secret garden where you cultivate not just emotions and dreams, but also cherish special moments. This garden, sacred and deserving of respect, is where privacy and discretion bloom. But what happens when the relationship, like all things perhaps, reaches its natural conclusion? It's normal to feel a cocktail of pain and confusion when a relationship ends, as you struggle to process the departure from what was once familiar. In these moments, it's vital to remember that the stories and secrets of this garden are shared sacredly between you and your former partner. Choosing to guard these intimate details is not about hiding the truth, but about preserving the dignity of the relationship and protecting your own emotional well-being. As Eleanor Roosevelt wisely said, "Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people." Sharing too much can lead to misunderstandings, judgments, and worse, gossip, which doesn't facilitate healing but rather feeds a cycle of negativity. How then can we navigate the end of a relationship with grace and respect? It's crucial first to give yourself the necessary time and space to heal. Allow yourself to fully experience your emotions, but do so introspectively, without external interference. If needed, consider seeking support from a mental health professional who can offer unbiased guidance and help. Moreover, why not embrace the habit of personal reflection? Instead of searching for validation or comfort from others, turn inward. What have you learned from this relationship? How can these lessons serve as stepping stones for your growth? Every relationship, no matter how it ends, carries valuable lessons. Maintaining discretion and privacy about its end marks a sign of maturity and respect, not only towards the other person, but also towards yourself. As you turn the page on this chapter of your life, strive to close it with dignity, letting each experience enrich you and prepare you for whatever lies ahead. Let's ponder this. How might your past relationships have changed the way you view yourself and others today? This reflection is not just about understanding what went wrong, but also about appreciating the personal growth that comes from every experience, knowing that it sets the stage for future relationships and deeper self-awareness. 10. Letting go of unrealistic expectations. These unrealistic expectations are like deceptive maps leading us to chase after treasures that simply don't exist. They can make us strive for perfection in ourselves, others, and the situations we face, leaving us questioning if these ideals are truly ours or imposed by society, culture, or the media. As the philosopher Epictetus wisely noted, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." To detach from unrealistic expectations, we first need to identify them with honesty and introspection. Ask yourself, do these expectations uplift or weigh me down? Do they reflect my true self and values? Next, practice acceptance. Embrace who you are, where when you're in your journey, and the circumstances beyond your control. This isn't about abandoning your dreams, but about appreciating the journey's process with all its imperfections and challenges. Set realistic and achievable goals that resonate with your essence, not an idealized image of success. Celebrate small victories along the way, recognizing that each step, no matter how small, is valuable progress. The journey is as important as the destination, and by letting go of unrealistic expectations, you allow life to flow more naturally and peacefully, opening yourself up to surprises and joys that can't be planned. Think about how often our expectations set us up for frustration. By releasing them, we align ourselves more closely with reality, creating space for genuine joy and fulfillment. The Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Letting go of unrealistic expectations enables us to embrace the present moment and appreciate life's unpredictable beauty. In modern life, this means acknowledging that perfection is unattainable and instead focusing on what brings us genuine contentment. It's about adjusting our sails to reality, allowing the journey to surprise and delight us with its twists and turns. As we conclude this segment, consider how adjusting your expectations might enhance your life. By letting go of what's unrealistic, you invite peace and joy into your world. In doing so, you navigate life with sails aligned to reality, appreciating the beauty of the journey with all its discoveries. 11. Eliminating negative stories. Consider this. Each word you speak is like a seed you plant in the garden of your life and in the lives of those around you. When you speak with support, encouragement, and positivity, you plant seeds of kindness and understanding. On the other hand, when you engage in gossip or negative talk, you're planting weeds of misunderstanding, distrust, and conflict. Engaging in gossip might seem harmless or even a way to connect socially, but it's actually a two-way street that leads to disrespect and devalues both others and ourselves. By focusing on negativity, we also cultivate a mindset that prevents us from seeing the good around us. So how can we pivot toward a more positive path? It starts with being mindful of our conversations. When you notice a discussion drifting toward gossip or unnecessary criticism, try gently changing the topic or highlighting something positive about the person or situation. Practice empathy before speaking or sharing something about someone. Ask yourself, would I want this to be said about me? This simple question can help keep your conversations respectful and constructive. Cultivate a positive environment around you by surrounding yourself with people who value positivity and authenticity. Together, you can create a culture of mutual respect and support. Remember that change starts with you. By choosing not to engage in gossip and negativity, you're protecting your integrity and setting a positive example for others. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In modern life, we often find ourselves pulled into conversations that are less than kind. But how can we flip this script? A good example comes from a well-known company that prioritized kindness and teamwork, resulting in happier employees and better business outcomes. Imagine how applying this approach could benefit your own relationships and well-being. What small changes can you make to redirect your conversations and mindset toward positivity? These steps will not only help you grow personally, but also lead to more meaningful relationships. By embracing these principles, we can develop a positive, empathetic, and resilient mindset, leading to genuine personal growth and enriching our interpersonal connections. So let's wrap up by asking, what seeds are you planting in your own garden and in the gardens of others? By choosing positivity, you create a healthier environment for yourself and those around you. If you found this content valuable, consider subscribing to our channel, ringing the bell for notifications, and leaving a like and a comment. There are 2 more videos on the screen now for you to enjoy. Embrace your journey of wisdom and stay connected with the Creator. The more you practice these 6 habits, the sooner your life will improve. Happiness stems from simple things, yet many people seek it in far-off places. Humans tend to complicate their lives. Although everyone desires happiness, we often engage in daily activities that prevent us from achieving this state. After all, the present moment is all we have. You never know what awaits you ahead or how much time remains on this beautiful planet, so we must make our everyday life as pleasant as possible. You're the only one who truly knows what changes you need to make, but these suggestions could be a good starting point to improve your quality of life. 1. Limit your time on social media. Imagine you're navigating through a dense forest, your path obscured by fog. This is akin to traversing the complexities of modern life. To emerge from this maze unscathed, embracing effective habits is paramount, much like a Stoic philosopher would advise. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. This epitomizes the necessity of self-awareness and moderation, particularly when it comes to our digital consumption. Firstly, let's address the pervasive presence of social media. In an era where connectivity is instantaneous, it's vital to recognize the parallels between indulging in too much digital interaction and overeating junk food. Just as you wouldn't nourish your body with excessive junk food daily, similarly, treating your mind to continuous, unmoderated social media can deteriorate your mental well-being. It's essential to set boundaries, perhaps starting with specific times of the day when you will deliberately disconnect. This isn't just about reducing screen time. It's about reclaiming your mental space and redirecting your focus towards more fulfilling activities that enhance your life. Think of social media as a tool rather than a destination. Use it to connect, learn, and grow, but be wary of its potential to transform from a resource into a vice. Reflect on this quote from Seneca. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Let this be a reminder that our time is precious and how we choose to spend it can either enrich or deplete our lives. In applying these principles, consider the robust life of a tree. Its strength is not just in its visible growth, but also in the depth of its roots. Similarly, deepen the roots of your life with habits that promote growth and resilience. Less time on digital platforms, more on personal development. Engage in activities that challenge your intellect, improve your physical health, and strengthen your relationships. These are the foundations of a life well lived, echoing the enduring wisdom of Stoicism in the context of our contemporary challenges. Let us strive to not merely survive in this fast-paced world, but to thrive by consciously choosing what we expose our minds to, just as we would with our bodies. This mindfulness will pave the way for a more serene and focused existence, true to the Stoic ideals of self-control and virtue. 2. Stop associating with toxic people. One of the transformative habits you can embrace to better your life is to thoughtfully manage your social circle. If you find someone consistently draining your energy or hindering your personal growth, it's crucial to consciously limit your time with them. This isn't about shunning a friend in need, far from it. It's important to be there for friends during their tough times, but distinguishing between being supportive and being submerged by someone's perpetual negativity is key. Imagine you have a coworker who complains endlessly. Each day, this person chooses to focus on setbacks rather than solutions. If you continually engage and get drawn into their negativity, not only does it affect your mood, but it might also impede your professional performance and personal satisfaction. It's essential to offer support, perhaps suggesting ways they might address their grievances, but it's equally important to protect your own mental space. Now reflect on your relationships. Do they uplift you, or do you find yourself exhausted and demotivated after interactions? Being mindful of whom you choose to spend your time with can significantly influence your peace of mind and progress towards your goals. How might your life change if you surrounded yourself with people who inspire and uplift you? As we navigate our lives, the lesson here is clear. Foster relationships that enrich your life and gently distance yourself from those that drain you. This approach not only improves your well-being, but also frees you to invest time and energy in what truly matters to you. So, who in your circle supports your growth and who might be holding you back? 3. Spend quality time outdoors. Imagine how liberating it feels to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and immerse yourself in the tranquility of nature. It's no secret that our lives have become increasingly urbanized, but remember, humans weren't originally designed to thrive in concrete jungles. Spending quality time outdoors isn't just a pleasant escape, it's a vital return to our roots. When was the last time you took a short trip to the suburbs or countryside? If it's been a while, you might consider planning one soon. Nature offers more than just a change of scenery. It provides an opportunity to reconnect with the environment that once shaped us. Listen, really listen, to the sounds that fill the air outside the city. The rustling leaves, the chirping birds, and the gentle flow of a stream can all help recalibrate your inner rhythm. As you step out under the open sky, take a moment to feel the elements around you. Whether it's the warmth of the sun or the cool breeze against your skin, each sensation helps wash away the stress of daily life. John Muir once said, "In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks." So, why do you think we often forget the importance of connecting with the outdoors? Could it be that the digital world or the concrete around us drowns out the call of the wild, which is so essential for our well-being? Each time you venture outside and give yourself over to the experience of the natural world, you're not just taking a break. You're rejuvenating your mind, body, and spirit. This act of engaging with nature doesn't have to be a grand adventure. Even a day trip or a brief visit to a local park can be profoundly restorative. As you plan your next outdoor escape, think about how these simple trips can significantly impact your life. How might your perspective change if you regularly disconnected from urban demands and reconnected with nature? Engage with this thought, and perhaps share your reflections with us. Each story of rejuvenation and discovery adds to the collective appreciation of the timeless healing power of nature. 4. Learn something new. Curiosity is the wick in the candle of learning. This adage by William Arthur Ward beautifully encapsulates the essence of lifelong learning. As adults stride further from their formal education years, there is a tendency to plateau in the pursuit of new knowledge. Yet the innate human craving to learn and grow remains undiminished. This yearning, if left unaddressed, often morphs into a sense of restlessness or dissatisfaction. Embarking on the journey of continuous learning is more than a leisure activity. It's a fundamental component of living a fulfilled life. Consider the practical steps you can take today. Purchase a book that piques your curiosity, enroll in an online course, or attend a workshop or seminar in your community. Whether you choose to dive into the theoretical depths of philosophy or the hands-on practicalities of woodworking, the act of learning itself is rejuvenating. As Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, once advised, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This guidance is not only about acquiring new skills, but also about deepening our understanding of the world and our place within it. Every new piece of knowledge offers a twofold gift. It enhances your capabilities and enriches your perspective, leading to a profound sense of personal satisfaction. By engaging with new subjects, you're not just accumulating facts. You're also crafting a more resilient and adaptable mind. This mental flexibility is crucial in our rapidly changing world, where the ability to adapt is as valuable as the knowledge itself. Thus, as you learn, you do not merely add to your store of information, you reshape yourself. In conclusion, the pursuit of knowledge is a powerful antidote to the stagnation that often infiltrates life in our later years. It promises a renewal of enthusiasm and a broadening of horizons that are vital for a life well lived. Keep the flame of curiosity alive and watch as every new learning adventure adds a richer layer to your life's tapestry. 5. Do something kind. Incorporating kindness into your daily life can drastically reshape your perspective, especially when you find yourself growing cynical about the world around you. Imagine, just for a moment, that you chose to step outside your usual routine to perform a simple act of kindness for someone you don't even know. Whether it's buying coffee for the person in line behind you or leaving a heartfelt note on a coworker's desk, the ripple effect of your gesture can be monumental. The joy and surprise it sparks in someone else is often just the beginning. You see, kindness has a unique way of multiplying. It inspires recipients to pass on the goodwill, creating a chain of positive interactions. Consider the story of Michael, a busy lawyer who always felt like he was in a race against time. One rainy morning, he decided to buy an umbrella and give it to a stranger caught in the downpour without one. This small gesture not only brightened the stranger's soggy day, but also reminded Michael of the impact one act can have. The stranger, deeply moved, helped an elderly neighbor with groceries later that day. Michael's simple act of buying an umbrella set off a chain reaction of goodwill that reached far beyond what he initially imagined. Now, why do you think small acts of kindness have such a powerful impact on our lives and the lives of others? As you reflect on this, consider how embracing this habit could alter your own outlook. When you commit to doing something kind, you're not just improving someone else's day, you're nurturing a sense of hope and connection within your community, which can be especially comforting on your darkest days. By integrating this practice into your life, you not only witness but also contribute to the goodness in the world. Let this realization be a lesson to carry forward. The power of kindness is immense, and it begins with a single act. How will you start your chain of goodness today? 6. Say loving words to someone. Imagine this. How often do you share kind words with someone you care about? Just as the act of performing a random good deed can lift your spirits, so too can the simple gesture of expressing love. Think about the people in your life, friends, family members, colleagues. When was the last time you told them just how much they mean to you? It's surprisingly simple, yet profoundly impactful. Now, I want you to consider the ripple effect of such an action. American poet Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." By saying loving words, you're not just boosting your own mood, you're elevating others' spirits as well. This practice, while small in action, reverberates through your life and theirs, fostering a deeper connection and mutual respect. But why stop there? What if you made it a habit to regularly express your feelings to those around you? Imagine the kind of supportive and loving environment you could cultivate, not just at home, but also in the workplace. How might this change the way you and your colleagues interact with each other? How might it influence the overall morale? Let me ask you, what holds you back from expressing love more freely? Is it the hectic pace of life, or perhaps a bit of shyness? Whatever the barrier, the more you practice this habit, the more natural it will become. Each expression of affection or appreciation is a step towards a richer, more fulfilling life. So I challenge you today to take that simple step. Tell someone you appreciate them, cherish their presence in your life, or admire their qualities. This isn't just about making them feel good. It's about creating a more loving and compassionate world where we openly share our admiration and care for one another. Who will you start with? Thank you for watching today's video on 11 things you should quietly eliminate from your life. If you found these tips helpful, please give us a thumbs up and consider sharing this video with someone who could benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Stoic in Your Life, and turn on notifications to ensure you never miss our upcoming videos. Together, let's embrace a more serene and focused 2024.